Okay, guys, so this is something I'm always like, what the frick is what's the point of doing this, okay? Especially if you're a young bugger like me, right? Very young, you know what I'm saying, fresh out of high school, getting shit done, you know what I'm saying? But why did they partake in shit silly hobbies that I don't see it would benefit them in any way of their life, okay? Some of it is shoe collecting. What the fuck is the purpose of collecting shoes? What, you just gonna look at them? Oh, like, I get it if you're a reseller. You know, I get it if you're collecting Pokemon cards because you're trying to wait for it and you're trying to resell it and make money. That's a benefit, right? But what the fuck is the purpose of collecting shoes? Just to put them. I know a lot of people. They're like looking. They're like, oh, I got all this Nike and Nike Air Jordans and all this kind. You know what the I don't even know shoe brands already because I don't give a shit. But they're like, oh, I get so much shoes in my house and I spend all this money and all I do is just look at it. You didn't even wear it. What the fuck is the purpose? You're not selling it. You're not making money off of it. You're not even wearing it to make you look cool and, you know, look sexy. I'm like, what the fuck is the purpose? Another thing, right? Shoe collecting is a dumbass hobby. Another dumbass hobby I would say is, why does people always like modify their cars? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I get it. If you're 50, you're 40, you're 50, 60, you have your family, your finances, everything's taken care of. Why not? You're rich, you have money. Okay, do it. What's the purpose of modifying cars and tidying up your cars and making it? I'm not talking about doing basic maintenance now. Like, fuck, no shit. You got to do your basic maintenance to keep up with your cars. But I'm talking about the people who, they want to modify. They add mufflers. They make it super loud. They add all, like, LED lights. They try to, like, tint their car. Not tint, but, oh, I get, you know, but, like, black tint their cars. Change the hoods. They try to, oh, look, I'm cool. Ha ha. Bro, what's the purpose of it? If you're young, right? I see a lot of young kids nowadays, right? I just turned 22. People my age, people a little bit older, people 17, 18 getting their first cars. They're like, oh, look, bro, I get loud muffler. Oh, I'm the man. What the bro? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, oh, are you jealous? Okay, the thing that pisses me off, okay, is that a lot of these young people, okay, first of all, my problem with it is, what's the whole purpose of it, okay? Say, for example, everything that I do in my philosophy is there's a purpose and benefit to it, and it's a positive benefit, okay? So, for example, every Sunday, right, I go to church, you know, like when I was growing up. What's the benefit of that? You know, it calms my mind, gets me closer to God, builds my faith, you know, discipline, you know, showing up on time, reading the Bible, growing close to other people and, you know, making more relationships, building up my spirit and my soul, making me positive, making sure I'm on the right path in life, you know, don't mess up, don't do anything bad, haram. So that's a benefit, right? That's why I do it every week. That's a good hobby. Another thing I do every Sunday, I go with my girl to the acupuncture, right? We go down, we stick needles in our bodies, and what it does is it stimulates the healing abilities in our bodies, and you know it's pretty much like a health. It's like a natural It's like a health kind of thing. Okay, you guys can look it up. It's Chinese. Anyways, I go there because it calms my mind. I have a lot of stomach digestive issues the past couple years, so I go there to heal that. I've been having like neck issues and back, so today's Monday. I just went there yesterday to poke needles in my stuff and, you know, makes it feel more relaxed and good. It's kind of like a chiropractor kind of sense, but there's a benefit to it. That's why I do it. All right. I drop money. I spend like $80 for me and my girl every week to go ahead and do that. But there's a positive benefit to it. It makes me a stronger person. It makes me more healthier. It makes me, you know, if my body not working and my soul not operating at its best capacity, then I'm not going to be taking care of my family, making money, doing business, doing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be the best version of myself. That's the benefit. What's the benefit of spending money on a fucking car just to, okay, and the thing is, not only just modifying cars, but a lot of people, they blast their money on new cars. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, like some people are like, oh, bro, I'm gonna buy this car. It's like, you know, $45,000, but every month I gotta go pay them off. I gotta take out one loan, and then not only that, but I gotta pay the insurance. If you kids are too young, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So, say for example, right? You get a new car. It's like a 2025 car. You got like a Mazda car. I don't know how much is a Mazda, or like let's say like a Dodge. A Dodge is like 40 grand or some shit. So if you get like a 40 grand car, I don't know, like, I know Toyotas and Hondas like 25,000, like, if you get new ones, but I think, like, if you go, like, get, like, a little bit more, you know, upgraded car, like, an American car is, like, what, 50,000, I don't know, like, some jackass would spend $40,000, you know what I'm saying, like, as a young buck. So, anyways, right, They spend $40,000, but you don't spend it all at once, right? So what you gotta do is every month you gotta go ahead and pay off your car. So if you, let's say you got $40,000 car you gotta pay off every month. Let's say they're gonna tell you to, okay, pay off $500 every month for your car. So every month you gotta be 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. Okay. Next, what you gotta do with your car is you need insurance, car insurance, in case you crash your car, some jackass hits you. Your car insurance covers that, all right? But you gotta pay off the car insurance. So let's say it's like another 100. So it's like 600, 700 right there. Boom, that's almost $1,000 right there, right? Every like, it adds up over time, right? Next, what you gotta pay for, right? Every year you gotta get your safety check. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your car is good. Check them out. Whoop whoop. You also gotta get the registration for the car. So every year you gotta make sure that your registration is completed, to make sure that, you know, you gotta go to the DMV, and you gotta make sure that your car is, you know, what is that called? Registered with the state, so that you can legally drive it. Because if you get pulled over and you know how you watch those videos, the police, they're like, sir, you have your registration ID and your insurance and whatever, not safety check, your insurance ID, registration. It's because they're making sure that it's a legal car, that you can drive it, it's updated, and you know the state knows. So if you get pulled over and you know your stuff not updated, they can ticket you, or I don't know what the consequences are. I don't know if you can go to jail for that, but ticketed, right? Anyways, there's consequences. So you gotta pay all that shit off every month, okay? Not only that, but say for instance, you gotta get your maintenance done. You gotta change your oil, you gotta change your tires, your brake pads, your brake rotors, you gotta change your power steering. I don't know, whatever happens, right? You gotta do your basic maintenance, you gotta change your battery, whatever that happens, right? You gotta pay more money for it. Now, all of these young kids, right? They're not even situated. They're still living with their parents. I still live with my family. I'm trying to move out though. But you know, they're still new in life. So what's the point of spending all this money, right? I just listed all the monies they gotta spend. Not only that, right? But they're gonna have to. They're the types, like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna modify it though. So not only that, I'm paying the basic stuff for the car, but I'm gonna pay extra to modify my car, to make it look pretty. Woo! So what they do is then they make them loud. Fuck, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Make them trying to act cool. You know the problem I have with that is, not problem, but whenever I look at people who modifies cars, especially all these young bucks, they don't take care of their self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of the times these people who does pointless activities that has no positive benefits is only to make them look good. Like they like what the fuck is the point of making a car look good when yourself don't even look good? You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at these people, they're soft, they don't know, they're not in shape, they don't even know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking unhealthy, their relationships are bad. They're spending pointless money. They're not even situated. They don't even know what they want to do in their life, their job or career. Not trying to be harsh, but I feel like a lot of people, right? I just observe, like, whenever I look at people who's like doing all this kind of stuff, these same ass hobbies, it's like these people is like they're uninteresting people and they don't have their shit together. It's like they try to cover up their, you know, they don't like work on themselves, so they rather work on a car just so that they get an image. It's like, what the fuck, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So what's the purpose of doing that shit? It's pointless. I don't get it, right? Not only that, but you're spending all that money. And I live in Hawaii, and whenever I see people modifying their cars, Hawaii is so small. I get, right? If you're in California, different states, you gotta drive far, commute. You got long distance. I get it. You need a reliable, newer car. But over here, it's like the island's so small. Where the fuck are you driving to? It's like you work like 5 minutes down, bro. 10 minutes down. Right, so you can get a new car, a low mileage car. You can modify them just for it to take you to work, just for it to take you back home, 10 minutes home, and then just for use that job money to pay for all that car that you're trying to. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just like, what the fuck is the purpose? Okay, so what I would do, right? This is what I did. Since I live in a small state, I just got a cheap, reliable car. I spent only $5,000 the most, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first got it, $5,000 the most. You know, the mileage was like 100,000. I got like a Toyota car. You know, like the good cars that last as long. The engines, like at least to 300,000, it could go up to. It's like Toyotas or Hondas. Okay, all these other cars, they break fast because, you know, American cars, they don't make them good, the engines. But all these other cars, like the Japanese kind cars, like Toyota, Honda, that's very reliable, and it's fairly cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 25, 30,000. But if you go like the lower models, like the younger years, and you know the car is good, you're not fucking, that's nothing, bro. You can spend that shit. But the only thing is, make sure that you know you do your maintenance, you check it out. That's the problem, okay? If you guys don't know any basic car maintenance, or you guys don't know a personal mechanic, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would play it smart. But you know, this is the route that I did, right? So I just got a cheap car, took me from point A to point B. I saved money, right? I didn't have to pay off my car every month because it was already paid off. All I had to pay was insurance, safety check once a year, registration, basic car maintenance whenever, you know, like I just changed my battery and my engine oil, and I got to do my tires soon. But you know, bro, I'm saving money, and at the same time, right, I don't need a car to make me look like I'm the man, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they try to act like they're the man with a car, but when they step out of the car, you look at their life like, bro, you're unhealthy, fucking, you don't even know how to speak, you're doing pointless activities, you don't even have a career yet. You're not situated. You eat like fucking McDonald's every day. Like what? You know, I'm not hating and downing these people. I just don't understand the young mentality of nowadays of why people do pointless activities like modifying a car and spending all this time doing what? Why don't you spend your time going to the fucking gym, learning a new skill, making more money, starting a business, working on your relationships with your girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I would never, like, I'm not trying to down, like I said, I'm not trying to down these people, but I just I can't put two and two together. I can't think right now. Like, if I was to ask some of the people that, oh bro, why do you like do all this kind of extra shit? They're like, oh, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. What's cool about it, bro? Like, isn't, like, what, like, for me, it's like, dog, I'm stuttering over my words because I just don't get it. What the fuck? Help me understand, guys, in the comments below. Help me. Okay, I get it, right? In the future, you know, when I get rich, when I get everything situated, I have a family, and make sure my mom and dad, everybody retired, making sure that I'm situated in every aspect of my life. Hell yeah, I'll go and buy all these new cars and modify them and do it. Because it's like, since I get everything done to get, you know, everything situated, then I, like, you know, I spare money, boom, buy the car. Okay. But when you're young and you're not situated and you're not even leveled up in every aspect of your life, why are you doing it's pointless, bro. I don't get it. What the fuck is the point of it? It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are like, well, what about like houses and decorating? Yeah, that's your house. Take care of your house. Take care of your environment. Make it look nice and beautiful. That's where you live, right? But the car is like, they overdo it, bro. What the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it takes you from point A to point B, but so does a regular car with no modifications and less money being spent. It still does the same job. You guys can argue with me, okay? But you know, if you make a house nice and pretty and, you know, decorate them and all, the thing is, you live in your house, okay? It's a representation also of your energy. So if it's cluttered, it's dirty, your mind is cluttered and dirty, your soul is cluttered and dirty. If it's, you know, take care of your, you know, whatever, look broken as shit, you know, like, it's just a physical manifestation of how you are in your mind, bro. But anyways, I'm not going to debate any of this shit, okay? But if you guys want to, you guys can go leave your thoughts in the comments below. I like stir up a little conversation, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who watches this, bro, don't get offended, okay? I just don't understand. And you know what I'm saying? From a young brother to another young brother, bro. You let me know in the comments below and help me understand, okay? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys for another video. Yes, sir.